It's 4, 3. Oh, welcome back to TMZ. There you go.
And welcome back to TMZ Sports. We are in the newsroom, fresh off the Super Bowl. Holy cow.
What a weekend.
That game was a stinker, huh? But everything leading up to, in between, after, I would say it was quite electric, gentlemen. I don't know about you.
I would tend to agree. I feel like everything except for the game itself was pretty exciting.
Yeah,
but
and, you know,
it's kind of typically how it is.
Sometimes that's how it goes. You can't always have instant classics, but congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. You are now two-time Super Bowl winners. Sam Darnold.
Welcome to the club.
You are a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
That's pretty. That picture, like, you can't see it, guys, right now. On our right side of the, we have a little TV with the picture of Sam Darnold wearing the Super Bowl champion T-shirt and hat and everything, and it's pretty crazy.
It is like Madden.
It really is.
You play franchise mode enough, and some crazy things happen. This is kind of no shade to Sam Darnold, but I think 7 years ago was this ever going to happen, and here he is, doubting,
top of the world,
proving all the doubters wrong, and that you should never give up on somebody because he did his thing. So, with all that being said, how did the Seattle Seahawks celebrate? Well, it's a good thing you are watching TMZ Sports because that is what we are all about. We're going to take you inside their rager, who was featured, who was having a great time, what was said, everybody, all the festivities. We're going to break all that down for you.
And we will also be talking about arguably the biggest thing to happen the entire weekend, Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. Most watched Super Bowl ever now, I believe, or Super Bowl halftime show ever.
Not official.
Not official.
It will be.
But more likely than not, I think it was. And I think we're going to get into that, people's reactions to the, to some controversial Super Bowl halftime show. But ultimately, I was a fan of it. I had a good time with it. So, but we'll get into that.
We're also going to break down some power couples in sports. You know, there's a pair maybe getting together and another couple that might be separating.
Yeah.
Juicy. So we'll get into it about the halftime show. I'm sorry, that was so rude of me for downing this mint, but I had
You stinky breath.
just had to freshen up a little bit.
Lucas ate an entire chicken.
I think when we talk about fantastic adobo chicken,
It looked
I'll
very
tell
good.
you what,
It smelled very good.
devoured it at my desk just now. Chad, you had some yesterday. What'd you think?
I did. It was delicious. Yeah. A little spicy.
Yeah,
Dude,
I like it.
I just want to point out also that Babcock has left his mark on there. There's just a stray gummy cluster on the table
Is
right
that
there.
on purpose?
I don't know. That is just that is a rogue gummy cluster right there.
Babcock was here. It's like Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, no,
Instead
it's
of a
literally.
crumb trail. It's So the thing about the halftime show, I think it was so well put together. It was like, think about and say what you want about Bad Bunny, whether it's your cup of tea or not, whether you wanted someone else up there. I mean, of course, I'm going to want Justin Bieber up there, but I will tip my cap where credit is due, and that production and everything, like the whole sequence, and like it was fantastic. Now, sure, like, do I wish I could have like understood it more on first watch?
Sure.
But it also allows you to appreciate it even more by being able to go and listen to what the messages he was saying, the significance, the cultural significance of everything.
Yeah.
I think it was like the coolest learning lesson. You know, the biggest like thing that you could do on that stage. I think he did exactly what he should have done. You know, I think the prediction from me beforehand was that he was going to bring in, like a rock artist, a rap artist.
That's what I was
all that, and like,
anticipating.
because he said the world is going to dance. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? He said, you're going to dance to my stuff, featuring some Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga. But
Yeah.
for the most part, it was all Bunny just doing doing his thing. So
I mean, I think it was. Yeah, I agree. I think the production of it all was very good. I've never cared about the Super Bowl halftime show ever. Like, I'm more of like that's like when I go and do other things is usually during the halftime show. I will say that this one did have me for the first time, and I can't even say how long had me actually watching it. But yeah, I agree. I think it would have been nice to have had, I think, if the guest artist would have been somebody a little bit more universally. I mean, not that Lady Gaga isn't. That's why it's kind of hard for me to say this. I just think in my opinion, I don't know a lot of her stuff. And I feel like then the rest of it, that was such a small, like her and Ricky were such a small part of the rest of the show. even though, I mean, it is only like around 10 minutes. So, I mean, there's not much you could do.
The thing with Gaga is, and I don't know if they're like buddies. I think they probably are.
Yeah, I think they
music
are
industry and stuff. But that song, you know, it was really popular last year. It was like #1 for like 20 weeks or something. I mean, massive hit.
Yeah.
With Bruno Mars. But it just seemed like a record scratch moment. I'm sorry, there's a hair on my lip or something. It kind of seemed like a momentum shift, and
Yeah.
not in a good way, because it was like party.
It was very
like, slowed
upbeat.
down, and but
I will say that is the other thing, is that a lot of the songs that Bad Bunny performed, I feel like were not. I mean, maybe I just don't dance that kind of music, but I feel like the beginning, like you said, was very like I could see people getting down and kind of like getting jiggy with it a little bit. But then the rest of it, kind of like when he was like on like the light poles and like all that kind of thing, I was like, all right, like you kind of lost me a little bit, but it was good.
the thing though, that all those people who were on the fence or indifferent or did not care, I think the backlash and the controversy got everyone to watch it, to be like, okay, well, let's see, like, is this going to suck? Is this going to be the best thing ever? Does the NFL, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Apple Music, does everyone know what they're doing or not? I think that got a lot of people to tune in and watch it. So
There was so much controversy in the lead up, and then
Yeah.
there was really nothing political or controversial or anything that actually happened. So
Yeah.
it was just a lot of hype. And,
Green Days was
yeah.
definitely not the case, but that one was a little bit more intentional.
well, they skipped the whole second part of that verse.
They did.
They talk. What?
I was just thinking Kid Rock.
They. Welcome to Michael J. Babcock, as everyone knows already what he was.
I'm just kidding. No, there was not. It's impossible to get an accurate, I think, take on the halftime show, or it was so polarizing that I think you have people who are on the left who are going to say that it was the greatest show of all time. And you got people on the right who are going to say, to include the president, by the way, who said that it was terrible. And the reality is nothing happened. Like, you might not like it because, like, all right, you don't know the songs, you don't know the words. Cool. I think that's just up to personal preference, but nothing controversial happened at all.
I mean, I was just saying earlier that I thought the production value was really good, and I thought it was really entertaining. I don't think it was the best ever. I mean,
No, to say that to me doesn't. I mean,
I think unless you're like an actual fan of Bad Bunny, like where it's like you know those songs, you're like, you know, that's like your top of your Spotify then I don't know if you can say it's your, like, I mean, because like my favorite would have been like a few years back when like Eminem was doing it, you know, like that's because I like Eminem and I like, no, so that was my favorite.
No, I get that too. Like if you're going to ask me, would you rather what I saw last night with Bad Bunny or like Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent? Like, come on, it's not even close to me.
Yeah.
and there are some people who are always going to
Hello, everybody.
say, no matter what, no matter who they put out there, it's never going to be better than Michael Jackson or Prince, you know?
Michael Jackson and Prince in the Rain doing Purple Rain is as good as it gets, right? Don't you think so?
I mean, I think it's kind of, oh, shoot.
What?
Danny, if you're watching, can you get out of the stream post for me over at my desk?
Why?
I am currently inside of it.
I'm going to post Joe McHale as we're talking.
I thought The Weeknd's was great, but
I like The Weeknd.
I really like The Weeknd.
I like The Weeknd as well.
So.
Yeah.
That was
That's why
kind of
it's
also
personal preference.
If we're talking about like modern day, and some people were like, Rihanna's was top #1, you know? And I thought it was good.
Oh, I didn't think
it was incredible.
I didn't think Rihanna's was great.
So yeah, it all comes down to personal preference, and no one is ever going to win. Not everyone is ever going to be unanimously happy, but at the very end of it,
How do you
Bad Bunny understood the assignment, and he came through and did what I believe the NFL expected.
Right. Yeah. How do you make 130 million people all happy? It's impossible. But you're right. He did nothing offensive, and
I mean, honestly, it was kind of like a nice change. I mean, that game up until that halftime was
that
awful.
game sucked.
Was awful, and I mean, it wasn't any better in the second half either. But
hang on, that game was.
But I mean, to go in 9-0 into the second half, I was just like, this is a snooze fest of a game. Like, at least it was something to change up and get your attention back on the TV for a second, like at the very least.
As Danny would say, I guess the younger generation, like you, Luca, the game was buns.
Buns.
Buns?
Straight buns.
Like ass?
Like ass.
I like that. That's more
cheeks.
Straight booty cheeks.
It was cheeks.
That game was booty cheeks.
Oh, no.
absolutely.
Am I in the post at my desk?
Dre and Snoop was your favorite, Heather? That was a good
Right
one.
back.
Um,
Do you want me to get out of that post, your post?
Yeah.
Eminem, Dre, Snoop, and 50
Danny's
was better
not
for sure, but
watching
that's
it.
just my opinion. Brandy, yeah, I think that was a universally loved one. This one was just a lot different, I think, than ones in the past, which is totally fine.
You're talking about L.A.?
No, I'm just
Super-
saying.
LA Super
I'm
Bowl?
just saying. Like somebody was just saying that this was like it's Eminem, Dre, and Snoop was their favorite, and that's just their opinion. And I think that's completely fair. This is just a very different kind of Super Bowl halftime show than I think we've ever had.
I think that show was freaking entertaining to the max. And my parents were like, not for us. You know, so that's like a perfect example. Like, even in the same household, some people are loving it, some people are.
Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, I think you have a great point. Heather, I love Bad Bunny's halftime, pure entertainment, so much work you put into that. Yeah, I mean, if you loved it, you loved it. And I think it was a good time. I had a good time watching it.
What'd you have a good time watching?
I was just saying the halftime show. Like I didn't have any ill feelings towards it. It was good.
Yeah.
Krista, did I meet anybody famous? No, I did not meet anybody famous over the weekend. I was just hanging out with my friends.
Shakira did a great halftime show. Yeah, I agree.
Lucas, were you going to adopt a pet of some kind?
Lucas is in the market for a second cat.
Oh, a second cat. That's it. Okay.
Angel Baby?
Where are we?
Yeah,
with that?
Tracy was asking if you wanted to adopt a little buddy or angel baby, or did you?
I did not yet. I think I'm going to have to wait until Smokey's at least one. And that's April Fool's Day. Same birthday as Logan Paul.
Oh, it's April 1st, Logan Paul's birthday. It's my cousin Jamie's birthday, too.
Jamie, happy early birthday.
Happy birthday, Jamie.
Let me be the first to wish you a happy birthday.
Hey, chill.
Gotta chill. They can make it. Wait,
All right, tell me if you guys, do you think this is a good headline? Comedian Joel McHale says he cried so much after Seahawks won Super Bowl 60.
Why'd you cry?
He's a big fan.
don't
He's a diehard Seahawks fan. Comedian Joel McHale. What do we do? Do we keep that, or would you just say cried like a baby?
Do we need to say comedian? I feel like Joel McHale.
Yeah, I think Joel McHale is. If
The
you
guy
had a
was on
sitcom, if you had a major sitcom, I think you're.
He was on The Soup.
Joel
hosted
McHale.
the
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it about no.
Joel
idea what that
McHale
is.
says. Okay, Joel McHale says he cried so much after Seahawks won Super Bowl 60, or Joel McHale says he cried like a baby after Seahawks Super Bowl win.
Cried like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a quote though, right? That's
Hello, Jen. Hello,
I-
Carol.
baby.
I thought I was going to cry after the Cavs won.
You didn't though?
I think I was just nervous about work the next day.
I definitely cried when the Eagles won. I was very happy.
Bunch of weenies up here, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't cry.
Just kidding.
I was very happy. It was tears of straight joy.
That's no. It's great. Hey, we care about these things, right?
Yeah,
Spend
exactly.
a lot of time watching our teams.
I
Exactly.
hope you guys enjoyed all the content we provided over Super Bowl week, Super Bowl weekend, whether it was parties, exclusive sound bites, everything going on in the city.
Yeah, we were all over the place.
We
You made big K-pop news, right?
You did.
Diplo
What happened there?
confirmed he's produced at least part of BTS's comeback album, which was not reported, not confirmed.
So you gave a
He's
question.
saying-
So you gave Jake a question because you had two really good ones Super Bowl week with who was the first one?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
I would like to say all of my questions were good.
But those were really two creative approaches where we could have gotten nothing, but we got two really good clips.
The Diplo shot was a literal shot in the dark. So when they announced their album was coming March 20th, Diplo shared on his Instagram story, "Let's go." And you could take that two ways. One, he's a BTS Army member and he's excited for the comeback. Or the other one, which is he's probably involved in the project. Because Mike Will made it, who's also a big-time producer, behind Ray Shremmerd, a lot of rap music. He's also ventured into other genres recently. He also posted the comeback announcement. So I said, Jake, just go into it acting as if that he is producing the album. And he's like, if you watch the clip online, he's like, BTS, you're working with BTS? And he's like, yeah. Kind of forgot I did that.
Really good.
But then he went into detail about what it was like working with those guys. And, you know, it's really cool because no one up until that moment has gotten like even a sliver of information on this project outside of the fact that it's 14 songs. So it got picked up, I mean, almost immediately throughout the world, which was really cool to see. Like just a moment that Jake had with Diplo. I mean, a minute, a little over a minute.
Yeah.
And we got so much information in that little bit. So
That's awesome.
Jake did a great job.
Great question. No, it was a great question. That's one of those things where if you've got like an international clip that's all over the place, people were talking about actual news being broke, or it could have been crap. All based on the question. Joel McHale saying he cried after the Super Bowl is going up.
There you go, guys, figuring it out live. Angie, what's up?
Angie.
Parker, how we
I
doing?
like the baby out there. Seahawks won Super
Oh yeah,
Bowl.
Parker, you're preteen.
Elevate.
All right, how'd you think about the show?
Joel McHale Supers. Joel McHale Seahawks.
Bob Edwards, you think that he should change his name to Good Bunny now? I saw, I don't know if this is real, but I saw somebody say that there was like a tweet from Elmo, and it was like, Elmo thinks that you should change your name to Good Bunny now.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if is that real?
Yeah, it was going viral. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Bob Edwards, Elmo.
What do you say, Bad Bunny?
Oh,
My.
an update from our producer, Connor Hurley.
What happened?
He said he just called it, if it hasn't been called yet. BTS Super Bowl 61 halftime show.
Who says? Oh, Connor's predicting.
Connor's saying it today, February 9th.
February 9th.
2026. We'll see if Connor Hurley's right. Because if people weren't upset about all Spanish.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
No, they do sing some English.
Do they?
Yeah. I would say like
All right.
60-40.
All right, we'll see. We're going to find out.
Chris,
I think the NFL wanted to, they wanted to expand, right? And I think that that the heart of this decision was expansion globally.
I'm going to go Bieber, Swift, or Ariana Grande.
Bieber, Swift, or Ariana Grande is next.
Yeah.
Man.
Or Dua Lipa.
Backstreet Boys with NSYNC in LA.
I like that.
That would be good.
Nice throwback.
Jen, we're also color coordinated today. I guess we kind of are.
This is great.
Darren, who's my team?
This is gray.
That's great.
But
What?
I look at the
Is that green? It looks green.
and it looks like green.
It looks
I
like
think
green
it's
in my eyes.
I was just gonna say that I think it's like everyone's kind of got like a little, they're like shoes, matching their shirts.
Yeah.
Everything got a little touch. Everyone's color coordinated. There we go.
That's gray?
Yeah.
I thought it looks
Scott,
kind of gray.
What did you say?
Yes.
A little green?
I see green, Scott. I do.
What did Snoop Dogg think about the game, Bob? I'm not sure. Or the halftime show? I'm not sure.
Did he watch?
No.
He's been doing the Olympics.
Snoop-a-loop? Oh, well, I guess that
you-
kind of pairs in with
Yeah.
this.
Are you guys into the Olympics?
I mean, I haven't watched any of the Olympics. It's just, I feel like the Olympics is never something that I'm like, man, we know we got this event on at 5:30. Like, I don't think that it's not, I feel like it's just on. And it's like, if it's on, I'll watch it. But it's not like something I seek out necessarily.
Right.
Utah Leardom, congratulations on
Yeah,
your gold
Jake
medal.
Paul's fiance. How about that?
World record.
Right? Not just winning a gold medal, but to set.
Breaking records.
That's. He was really happy. He was so happy. Speaking of crying like a baby, like I just said with Joel McHale, I thought that the video might be fake, but it wasn't. He was just so happy for her, which is really awesome. I thought at least.
No, I think that's awesome as well.
Did you guys see Chad in the halftime show?
No, I wasn't against Darren. I didn't really care who won, to be honest. I picked the Seahawks to win the game. I had a couple games going on Prize Picks. I did pretty well.
You did pretty well. There you go.
I did pretty well. And I didn't really care who won. I'm a New York Giants fan, so I got no beef with the Patriots.
Chad was Bush number 742. Is that right?
Yeah.
On the call sheet.
I think I fit the requirements though. You had to be like at least 5'11" or 6 foot. Like you had to be tall to.
You
You had to be a Bush.
Yeah.
You had to.
I know there was a height requirement for the Bush. It's unfortunate.
We had the Super Bowl pool, the squares. Harvey won, which really pissed a lot of people off. They're like, this guy's rich. Why is he winning? He won $500. And he hounded Lucas all day to give him the money, but he doesn't have any of the apps where you can pay people. So Lucas had to leave, go to the bank, get his cash, and then Lucas brought the cash back, and then Harvey gave the money away.
Do you want to know something?
Yeah.
I
go see
haven't talked to anyone about this, but
Oh.
it's time to go public with it.
Oh.
I'm retiring from Super Bowl
No.
squares.
Resignation not accepted.
Nice try, though.
I can't
You
do
won't.
that
You
anymore.
can't. You know.
Nice try,
You will
though.
not
I'm
accept
just-
your resignation, sir.
I am just.
Why? Why would you say that?
I am too busy during.
Here's the thing I'll say. You should have gotten. I think you should have gotten some a prize or like some benefit for doing all this because you had to collect all the money. You know, I helped you tremendously.
His boxes should have been.
Yes, you're at least one. I think you should at least get a free box, maybe two.
I mean, I got.
So next year, that's what we're gonna do.
I got attention. That goes a long way with me.
You did get attention. You got attention. But I think you should probably. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. They'd have to pay people out. You have to hold the money.
And I love everyone in this office for the most part. And,
Who don't you like though?
Yeah, that's a
oh
good. That's
my
even,
God! Let's get into it.
Let's not. Let's not.
I am in the heart of writing the Bad Bunny post, which, by the way, I want to do it justice. Like, I want to
Right.
get the best possible story on our site. It
Right.
is the biggest entertainment performance of the year.
Yep.
It is a super cultural, like, groundbreaking moment, and I'm
Sure.
trying to, like, figure out everything that I can about this thing.
Right.
And, like, half the office is blowing me up, being like, why didn't you ever send around squares? And I'm like, I did. I did.
I had
You
a
know-
lot of people texting me for the squares yesterday or slacking me, asking for the squares. Sent it to them.
Unbelievable.
They
Sent it
should,
to
they
them.
should listen because
I
whenever they
text
put it
Harvey.
up-
Here, I'll read you.
Some people in this office forget that others are not off on Super Bowl Sunday. It's a luxury
We're never
I
off.
haven't had in.
Never off. You just
10
won
years.
$500. I text him, and he wrote how. He didn't even know he was in the damn contest.
Meanwhile, the rest of the office is like,
Living and dying with touchdowns, and right, like Chad almost won 1,000.
that was a roller coaster to watch in person.
man.
I
Yeah.
felt bad. I was pulling for Chad. I was like,
Where
you got
yeah. I would have been pulling for you, Chad, if I knew, but I wasn't.
It was that like strip sack defensive touchdown. Like
Yeah.
that got me the score I needed. It's no
Really?
more points, and then they added another score late.
All right,
Well,
you guys ready to
I
talk
lost
some
the prize
Super Bowl?
pick by like 6 yards, so
I'm over the Super Bowl. Let's talk about
you're over the Super Bowl.
Utah.
I knew too I had something with Darnold in the yards, and I knew I was stuck on that place for like with 9 minutes left in the game. I'm like, they're not throwing the football anymore. I was hoping the Patriots would score so I could get the game closer, so they might have to throw the ball. Didn't happen for me. It's all right. What's money anyway? You can't take it with you, right? All right, Steve, you want to talk?
Yeah, let's do it. So it's the game, and then the one soundbite will be the Seahawks after party.
What game is it? What game?
T-Pain, the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Seahawks played the Patriots. Luca, can you move those
I didn't see.
books to where they normally are in front of you?
Are they right here?
I did not
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
Oh, I moved the books. Lucas and I this morning,
Perfect.
difficult timing, day after the Super Bowl, we're doing an interview for an internship, and I had to move the books.
You forgot.
We did it over here on our set.
Do you see what you forgot?
What? What did I forget?
Did you don't notice it on the table?
Is that a nerd ball?
That's how I know you were here. Where'd you throw that to down, man?
It's on your chair. You have it stuck to your dupa.
Yeah, speaking of your hair, look at this. Look at
What did
this.
you call it?
Dupa.
That's not that.
Show your bobblehead.
Yeah, look at Minnie Babs.
I'm having a bad hair day today, and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was watching YouTube Shorts after I watched like 7,000 YouTube Shorts.
Heck yeah, look at that little guy.
Everybody Lucas is looking like he wants to kill me.
Oh,
Nothing new.
Minnie Babs
show.
is
Nothing
pretty-
new.
Let's do this show.
Lucas and I got into a little argument on Saturday.
Hi, sweet and low.
It was one-sided. I didn't even respond. I was like, I'm going to let him chill. Did you chill? Did I do enough this weekend? Let me know.
You made up for a little on Sunday.
A little?
Made up for a little on Sunday. Saturday, not great. I text Lucas. He did not answer. Can go through that text if you'd like to.
Whoa.
I was going to read that text.
Yeah, read that.
Oh.
Let everyone know what
see
things
what
are
I
like
said.
behind the scenes.
Let me see what I said. Let's see, guys. And Steve, I'm going to get to this right here, I promise.
We're waiting.
I'm looking for it.
You don't text that many people.
Yeah, we do, apparently. Where'd it go? I said nothing. I said, what happened today? And Lucas goes, what do you mean? And I said, I sat on my computer all day. Was on the phone with Jake nonstop, JC, Laz, and then Lucas doesn't say anything. Nothing.
I was thinking about texting you what happened today, last night at 9:30, when I finally shut my laptop after being up since 7:30, posting stories.
You think
all
I didn't
day.
do anything yesterday? One, who was getting all the story, the ice story?
Yeah, we had that 20 minutes before you sent it.
When?
Alexa clone, look at emails.
Bull.
I was already writing it by the
Bull.
time. And I called you.
That wasn't the ice kid?
I called you. Yeah.
Bull.
No.
Bull. I didn't see that. I didn't see
Okay.
that email.
We'll check Outlook.
I was on the phone with Jake all day. I posted
Same.
2 stories.
It's cute.
How many did you post?
9.
Okay. But that's bad management by you.
How?
Because the idea is that you do everything. That's why we've got people. So you
I
throwing
didn't
a
complain,
fit,
though.
you throwing a
I
fit.
didn't throw a fit.
Yes, you did.
I didn't throw a
know
fit.
you too well that I knew exactly what was happening.
Chad,
When
did
you
I throw a fit last night?
I don't know. He might not
Pretty
have.
quiet.
He might not have thrown. Quiet.
Yeah.
He here's what he does after I send that message. He doesn't answer me directly, and then he texts me and Jake, the camera guy, and he says, "I'll be up at 7 a.m. tomorrow writing stories." I know you too well. That was you throwing a fit.
Nope.
You did a lot. Did you post 9 stories? Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Everyone else should have helped.
Tracy's correct. We're all doing an amazing job.
And we got to work through these issues here, guys. We got to work through this stuff.
We were posting things I didn't know we were going to post this weekend. I thought we were only posting the things that
Like what?
were Super Bowl related stuff.
What do we do?
You know, and then like I did not know. I thought you were running point on talking to JC. I was mistaken on that.
How many things I got posted? Everything that was posted on the website got posted on Saturday. On social media. On Instagram.
Yeah.
And
thought it was just like
the idea is that everybody does things. Let me tell you something, guys. I started here September 30th, 2013. There is not a damn day that went by through my first 5, 6, 7 years when I didn't do something every day. I kept an eye on that tip email box like a hawk every single day. So if it's up for me to do it, then I'll do it. I can do that. That's fine. Done it before.
All right, and on that note, Babcock, just look ahead so we can frame you.
Because I moved my thing here, Steve, am I good? It's like therapy. We've got to work through our issues.
This is how we should do it in front of an audience.
All right, ready to go? Let's do it.
Yes, hold on. Let me make sure I got everything. Okay, so Super Bowl.
Super Bowl
But we're
sound will be the
we're
post-game
talking
party,
the
and
show
you guys
here,
can just
Steve.
talk about the game
Okay, but then eventually go to we were at the Super or.
at the after party. Yep,
But is this our? This is our video.
correct.
Okay, so Ludacris and T-Pain performed.
Correct. Private party with the team.
Right. Okay. This is Team Hotel?
Yep.
Got it. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Welcome to TMZ Sports. Babcock here with Lucas, Luca, and Chad. Super Bowl 60 in the books. Not the greatest game in the world, let's be honest here, guys. This was a pretty thorough domination by the Seattle Seahawks, the Patriots. I thought that the offense the last few weeks might have not looked great because they went against the Texans defense and then they were playing in the snow against the Broncos. I don't know. I don't know what the excuse is now because last night, especially in that first half, the offense just absolutely, nothing, but just ice cold. Got something going to some degree in the second half, but it was not enough. And ultimately, the Seattle Seahawks defeat the Patriots. They get some revenge for that Super Bowl 11 years ago, win the game 29-13. Kenneth Walker, the MVP. Well, I didn't know who was going to win the MVP, kind of going into the fourth quarter even, but I think Kenneth Walker, he was the right guy, a bunch of rushing yards, and Seahawks, Super Bowl champs.
And the way that they celebrated this was, I think, the perfect way to do it. Going back to the team hotel, getting Ludacris, T-Pain, all that going on.
Ludacris was all over this weekend.
Ludacris, he's a very busy man. He's one of those guys that you can just say you're throwing a party. Okay, we can get Ludacris. Everyone knows every single one of his songs.
Right.
Same thing with T-Pain, too.
Yeah,
but in Seattle, folks were going nuts. They were climbing street poles. They were in the streets and everything. Danny just got the information on it. Only 12 arrests, though. So
wow.
Kudos to the majority of the people for behaving and staying out of the slammer so they can enjoy the parade here in a few days and not have to worry about bail and all that.
Yeah. We got some video of we're inside the party, I think?
We sure did.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Okay.
It's pretty cool, huh? I'll tell you what, this is for us, man. This is for all the 12s, all the Seahawks. Okay, everybody in our organization, like John was saying, when we are aligned, man, that is a powerful thing. Watch out, NFL. Now we're world champions. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, that's how we all around the world. Got fans in retirement homes, teenagers, little bitty boys and girls. Telling them about the big hood, now stopping up the hill till the block explodes.
So there was, this obviously is just the first of what's going to be nonstop partying for the next couple of days. Obviously, we're going to have a parade and all of those fun things, but not too bad. Ludacris, T-Pain, like we said, I think they were also at the Sports Illustrated party. They were at some other events earlier in the week, but they got a bunch of hits and the party looked like a good time.
A lot to celebrate. And, there's talk that maybe Seattle is setting this new blueprint that other teams in the NFL are going to try to follow. They hired a new coach. They went out inside the free agent quarterback to pair with him. We had, 10 coaching openings happen this offseason cycle. So there could be, some other teams trying to replicate what they did this year.
Who knows? Sam Darnold, there wasn't a lock that he winds up there. And I think Geno Smith could have been the quarterback. I don't know. Maybe Geno Smith with this Seahawks team wins the Super Bowl. But I think it's probably unlikely. What a redemption story for Sam Darnold. You want to talk about a guy who was thrown out like he was trash, right? And for him to have that moment now to accomplish something no one can ever take away with him, from him, that's pretty big.
I think that's the biggest thing here is that, usually like the regular season MVP, the Super Bowl MVP is typically, not always, but it's usually a quarterback award, right?
Yeah, oftentimes.
And I think that a lot of the times when we go back and think about this Super Bowl, we're going to see Ken Walker as the MVP. Maybe not remember that, Sam Darnold just didn't make any mistakes. And I think that's something that is going to be kind of forgotten about is that, Drake May threw some picks, had some fumbles. He made the mistakes that you usually had gotten accustomed to Sam Darnold making. And that game, he did exactly what he needed to do. He got the ball to the right people in the right times, and he ultimately is a huge reason why they won that game. So I'm so happy for him, honestly.
I agree. It's again, he can never throw another touchdown pass. Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl champion. It was fun, despite again the game not being an incredibly entertaining game. I think just the spectacle of the Super Bowl, the halftime show, which we'll get into. There's nothing else like, at least in American sports, like the Super Bowl. And boring game or not, last night was pretty cool. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I didn't mess up. Okay. I thought I messed something up. Okay, Steve, so this is going in. We're starting with Cardi and Stefan here, unfollowed.
We'll
get
do
into
three
that.
Couples. You could probably get through all three.
Okay. Is Kim and Lewis, is that B-roll or a still shot?
Them at the game.
Okay. And then Tom and Alex Earl?
Tom was over the weekend, and now we've confirmed
that they've exchanged information.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Let's do this. I'll try and get these two things done before live shot.
On your wide shot here, talking power couple.
Okay. All right, we're moving on to some Super Bowl power couples, and maybe in one case, one that is no longer a couple at all. I'm talking about Cardi B and Stefan Diggs. Of course, Stefan Diggs is a member of the New England Patriots team. They lose the game. Might have potentially lost a girlfriend here as well. And obviously, Cardi and Stefan just had a baby a few months ago, right? But they have unfollowed each other, guys. So they are no longer following one another. Cardi doesn't follow Stefan and vice versa. We have confirmed that they did previously follow each other. So it's not a situation where, okay, they never followed each other and there's no trouble in paradise here. They did follow each other. They don't anymore. So that's that. Now I'm going to kind of burn through these here and then we can talk about what we think is most interesting. Potential couple ending to one that is seemingly just starting. Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton. I think we saw them, Lucas, I think it was last week, right? We saw them outside a Paris hotel. Mm-hmm. They were laying low at the hotel. I think they didn't want to be seen then. For whatever reason, though, they were sitting together at the Super Bowl. I think very clearly announcing, hey, we are an item here. Mm-hmm. So you've got arguably the greatest Formula One driver of all time with one of the biggest stars in the entire world in Kim Kardashian. So that is an absolutely massively famous couple. Mm-hmm. And potentially another couple that may just be as famous as the two ones I just named. Tom Brady and Alex Earl. This weekend they were once again seen together. Do you remember? We also 2 weeks ago or so, wasn't that long ago, we saw them I think they were on a boat together. Where was that? They were, it's escaping me right now.
Yeah,
where was it?
St. Bart's.
St. Bart's. And they looked like they were really flirty. They looked like they were into one another. But everyone that was associated with them would say, hey, they don't know each other. And, this is nothing. They just happen to have been seen together, despite the fact she was rubbing his back there. But we, again, together once again, and we have confirmed that they have, it's been told to us, exchanged information.
Oh, there you go.
So it seems like they are at least communicating with each other. Big age difference. Sometimes that bothers people. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Which one of these most interesting to you?
I think the best thing about Lewis and Kim is they absolutely knew they were going to be on camera.
Yeah.
Which means that they've reached that point in their relationship where they're like, okay, we don't mind our names being thrown together. We're not going to hide from anybody. We're going to enjoy this game together.
Do you think, Lucas, this was a plan? Do you think, why did they hide last week only then to be seen days later? Do you think they knew the whole time that they would?
Or maybe they were just trying to keep it under wraps as long as possible.
Yeah.
And then when the reports came out and everyone already knew about it, then they're like, okay, well.
Right. There was no hiding it.
Yeah, no point hiding anymore.
Yeah.
See, I think at least in my opinion, I think this Alex Earl Tom Brady thing is very interesting because I feel like when we first saw them together in St. Bart's, which I believe was New Year's Eve, I feel like it was very vehemently, there's nothing there, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could just be a case of these guys are kind of adjacent lives, right? They're going to be at the same events a lot of the time. But I don't know, exchanging information, that's definitely the first step in kind of heading into that, Kim Kardashian, Lewis Hamilton direction, right?
Yeah, right. You gotta get each other's phone number and talk to each other. I don't know, but that back rub, Chad, I don't know. Something about that. I wasn't always buying what they were selling. Yeah.
Right, and then, with Cardi and Stephon Diggs, it's just like one thing after another with them.
Yeah.
They could reunite and refollow each other today. You never know what's going to happen next. So
right.
That I don't think is surprising at all.
Right. Look at and ultimately it ended. But look at Stephon Diggs. I'm sorry, Stephon Diggs and Offset. That would be a different story. Stephon Diggs and Cardi B, Offset and Cardi B. How many times they broke up, got back together, and they just kept repeating. So, yeah, nobody would be surprised if we saw them together this weekend. So, stay tuned. Okay, halftime show, Steve. Yep.
Want to get through Bad Bunny before live shot?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's why I was trying to go through quick there.
With part of the performance.
Okay.
The end of it, and then you'll toss to some reaction after the game. We ran into Quavo, Jessica Alba, and Joe Coy. All were there.
Okay, so all of them commenting.
Just reacting to the show.
Got it. Okay.
Jessica was actually in the show.
Got it. Jessica Alba. Okay.
¡Ahora sí! De cuando te tuve, debí darte más besos y abrazos. Ojalá. Muchas gracias. Debí tirar más
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. There it was. It was maybe the most anticipated, probably, at least before he hit the stage, the most polarizing Super Bowl halftime performance ever. But Bad Bunny went out there, did his thing. I know a lot of people today saying it's one of the better shows that they've ever seen. I think Harvey said it was his favorite ever. And a lot of people talking about this performance. Of course, you had some other big celebrities, and we thought he was going to bring out other performers. And I don't know, Lucas, if you saw this coming, but you had Lady Gaga, who, of course, was a part of the show. And, I mean, a lot of big celebrities, not all of them actually performing. People like, speaking of Cardi B. Cardi B was out there. You had Jessica Alba was out there. I mean, Ronald Acuna was out there. So a lot of celebrities from different walks of life. I thought it was pretty good.
It was a party from start to finish, and really, Puerto Rico was on full display in a performance like this, and it's one of those where you're going to have to go back and watch several more times to be able to get every single detail that was put into this thing, because you can tell just how much work. There was nothing that was in there that was not on purpose, and I think Gaga came out of nowhere. There was some chatter earlier on in the day that she might be involved, but some people were scratching their heads like they don't really have any collabs, but of course she comes out and performs Die With a Smile, one of the biggest hits of 2025, so that is interesting. Ricky Martin coming out as well.
Oh yeah, right, I forgot about him.
I think the thing about halftime shows, whether you need it or not, having a special guest brings more excitement to it.
Absolutely.
Has more people talking, and I think he executed it perfectly.
And I think, I mean, go back a few years ago, I mean, like you had, Dr. Dre, the guy's obviously is as legendary a figure in hip hop as there is, but I think it's cool to have a number of different acts. And you also have an opportunity, I think, then to appeal to the widest possible amount of people. After the Super Bowl, we actually ran into a couple celebrities, one being Jessica Alba, who again was actually part of the show. We also saw Quavo and Joe Coy, and we asked them what they thought of Bad Bunny.
I want to know what you thought. You were in there, you saw it. Did it look?
I mean, I feel like it was awesome. You know what I'm saying? Artists, we world artists. Everybody get a chance and opportunity to do the Super Bowl. So I feel like He killed it, and the message at the end was great.
Jessica, that was amazing. That Bad Bunny show. How was it feel to be a part of history?
Boricua.
Bad Bunny
Killed it. Kidding me? I went live with it.
Hey, listen, you guys have.
Part at the end was my favorite part, man.
one?
When he called out all the countries and all that, I thought that was beautiful.
Hey, listen, man.
Look, I didn't understand, but I don't need to. Music is universal, baby. People in front of me were dancing. Everyone was dancing. We were having a good time, and that's what life is about. That's what everything's about. Bad Bunny, baby.
It was the vibe. It was the vibe.
No, I mean, it seems like just like a total party. I personally enjoyed it quite a bit. I think it was more, especially at that point in the game, it was 0-9 in favor of the Seahawks, and I was falling asleep, right? And then that came on, and like I said, I didn't understand it, but I was able to appreciate the artistry that went behind the production, the music, everything, the message, I think was great at the end there. Overall, I think it's definitely going to be one of the more memorable Super Bowl halftime shows of all time, especially after the anticipation leading up to it.
Yeah, I found it fascinating, and then I thought it was kind of cool that Bad Bunny had the shoulder pads on, came out with an old football. People were making the
ball security. I think.
Yeah, great ball security. People were making the joke online that he had more rushing yards by the start of the second half than either team did. So, it was just really, really well done, and seeing the cameos and all the other Easter eggs, I just thought it was good.
Yeah, I will say this too. And we talked about how polarizing it was, just the selection. There was nothing, at least that I am aware of, that was political in the performance. Nothing had to do with ICE or immigration, nothing like that, nothing with Donald Trump. I thought it was about the music, and it was about the vibe and having fun, and I appreciate him keeping it to just the music. I think there's a time and a place, and shout out to Bad Bunny. Okay, I'm out of time. And like the Kid Rock one, like, again, if it's just about preference. If you like that, cool. It did huge numbers. They had I saw with my own eyes, 5.17 million, which is a hell of a lot of people to have on YouTube, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I think we've got something like that here. You say, oh, yeah.
EPS took over 22% of NFL during halftime viewership away.
Johnny, where are you getting that from? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just curious where that's coming from, because if that's true, that's a tremendous number for them, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. For somebody who's not affiliated with the NFL in any way, that kind of is just doing their own thing. So that would be a lot of people if that many people turned off. Because I wanted to see how well it was doing, I grabbed my iPad and I had it on mute just to see how many people were watching. I was surprised in the beginning when they had like 1-point-something million, and then for it to go up to 5+ was pretty nuts. Not too bad at all.
Yeah.
And I agree, both can be good. Bad Bunny and Kid Rock both can be good things, right?
Exactly. Why not?
And I mean, I wonder if this. I was talking to my mom about this. I wonder if this sparks a new trend of kind of like alternate halftime show kind of situations going on in the
future.
If this was as successful as it is, right? You can be, all right. Well, like, hey, maybe we have say so and so artist halftime show here on YouTube. There's this one streaming on HBO. There's this one. Just kind of give opportunities for artists maybe to do it. Because I could see it being a big thing.
Give everybody what they want to watch.
Yeah, I mean, just, or at least like, if it was that successful, I'm sure you could sell some tickets at like, we have Cosm. I don't know if there's other things like that where you could have a concert going on there where you're also able to watch the game at the same time. And I don't see how that can work.
Next year's in LA again. Last time, obviously, they wanted to have this LA vibe to it. I don't really think you need to have a.
We already had the LA vibe, right? Like,
I don't know. To me, it's like at the least it's a countrywide event. It's a global event. I don't think you need to necessarily have someone from San Francisco or someone from LA or wherever the game happens to be. And I think they kind of have done that in the past where it's a little bit more city centric, but now that it's kind of expanding more, obviously they probably are going to make it more general than that. I think it was it's probably mostly about them expanding the NFL wanting to expand. I mean, that's clear.
Well, I mean, there's going to be Australia games this upcoming year.
Is that right? Is there a, well, geez. Good God, I feel bad for the team that's got to make that trip.
I think it's Niners Seahawks.
Is it really?
Or Niners Seahawks or Niners Rams, I think.
Man, that's
one of those two.
So they're wasting a really good game. Well, maybe waste is the wrong word, but
I mean, I think they want to go and give,
how do you do that with the time difference too?
Yeah, I mean, they figure they'll figure out ways around, but obviously, I think like they kind of want to give. Maybe it's not the best having like Jags Colts when they were both pretty bad. And, because that's kind of a boring game.
Right.
But it's like if you have two
trying to
teams
cultivate new fans.
Exactly.
Right. Time Anakin. Thank you.
Yeah, you want to give them a product where it's like, oh man, Matthew Stafford reigning MVP.
Right.
Seahawks.
Right.
If it is the Seahawks or the Niners or whatever, two great teams. So,
next year's going to be Giants and somebody else. I'm not sure who yet, but.
I mean, your Giants are going to be very solid next year.
We'll see.
We'll
see.
I mean, your ceiling's second in the NFC East, of course, but we had a good run,
Behind
Eagles.
Who,
we had a good run, Eagles.
The Cowboys.
Yeah. Dak Prescott's corpse is going to be out there slinging it for absolutely nothing. David, next year's Super Bowl is going to be on ABC and ESPN. Well. Who knows what that network chooses to change?
Yeah, but the halftime show performer, that's an NFL and a Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
Although the network might have some say. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Carolina Panthers versus the Chiefs next year, huh, Brandon? I mean, the Panthers, they almost did beat the Rams. Yeah, NBA All-Star Weekend game is on Saturday and Sunday on NBC. Yeah, guys. And now it's fully NBA season now, and I mean, hockey as well. Baseball will be starting up soon here. I mean, the dead zone, guys. The sad time of the year between now and September until the NFL season starts. But, I mean, we get a little bit of fun when the draft and stuff comes around, right?
March Madness.
March Madness is coming out.
Basketball.
Basketball is currently going on, that's true. That's
All-Star Weekend in our backyard.
I know. Are you going to try to go to All-Star Weekend?
I'll be in Ohio.
You'll be in Ohio. Okay. Well,
I don't deserve a vacation at all because I don't work and I don't dedicate enough time to the gig, but I am going home to see family.
Hashtag Straywoods, Tracy. Indeed. That's not true, man. Hey, everybody that is in the chat, thank you guys all for joining. There's a lot of you guys in here. LJ, NBA Takeover. Well, yeah, guys, do you guys have a favorite NBA team that you guys follow? I know we got a couple Cavs fans, and in 50 years we might be champion Washington Wizards over here. Spring training is in Phoenix is fun. Oh yeah, Chris, the spring training is going to be going on.
Luca, how do you feel about the Wizards not having retired number 23 for Michael Jordan?
I feel nothing. Anthony Davis is going to make that number legendary. That's all I'm going to say. No, I mean, it's kind of funny that it's like I feel like most people, like, unless you're kind of in the know, that you don't realize that Michael Jordan played for the Wizards.
Chad has a Jordan Wizards jersey.
I do.
Really?
I do, yeah.
That's sick.
It's a nice throwback for college.
Yeah, every once in a while, I'll go to a Wizards game, and you'll see like that one guy who has one. They're kind of expensive. Like, I've tried looking on eBay for like a nice one, and they're like kind of expensive.
I don't think mine's a knockoff either, but I got it a long time ago, so I forget.
I mean, if you ever need
Chad, do you know how
few
you got
bucks.
Oh, did I buy it from you?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Really?
We might have traded.
I think we did do a trade. I don't know what you gave me, but I got it on eBay, and I immediately regretted it. I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to wear this. It's at the time, it was too big on me. And you're taller, and I was like, would you trade with me? It fits you better, and you look good in it, so I'm happy it worked out.
Yeah,
I sold a Ken Griffey Jr. jersey off my back one time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at a music festival, and someone offered me cold hard cash just for my jersey. So.
Was it like
home naked.
Was it profit? Did you profit off it?
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
There you go.
Shirtless?
I had like a tank top under, so
that's good.
It was okay at least.
Oh, Brandon, you were hoping I won that $500 today? I was also hoping I won that $500 today. But shout out who won? JD.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out JD for winning. Charlotte Hornets are playing well. Brandon, they are. They won something like 9 straight games or something like that. Let's see.
Next segment here, Lucas, I'm just going to do Joel McHale part. So just welcome back. We've been following his fandom. We had a chance to talk with Joel McHale after the game.
The Stray Wood defenders are coming in, Lucas. They're saying you do a great job, and you do.
I love you guys.
And you keep your head up.
It. I really do try and do everything I can.
All right, let's do this. So welcome back to Joel McHale.
They can't. They got some kind of emergency over there.
No?
We'll still do this with the 3 of you.
So don't say anything here, Steve? Well, I don't have to, or can I? What are you telling me? Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Lucas, Luca, and Chad here. The Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions, and you know what that means? Joel McHale is super happy on this lovely Monday. And we actually talked to him, remember, leading up to the Super Bowl, he was like, Seahawks are going to win by 50. Well, that didn't happen, but he's still happy nonetheless.
How do you feel, man? Like this is you were one of the super fans.
It is an unnatural feeling of joy that I was like, oh, I'm so happy. So I cried and cried. You can hear my voice.
You cried?
Oh, so much. Yeah, I was weeping.
Big. That's big.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we played great and dominated. It was just like I couldn't believe it was all happening.
How was the after party?
It's great. Ludacris is going right now.
Ludacris,
yes.
where everyone was going crazy?
It was great. Yes, and we have a super early flight, so I have to get out. So
you get home safe, man.
Go Hawks, go Hawks, go Hawks.
Look, is this a dynasty in the making here?
Look, I'm not gonna make all these predictions, but yeah, I mean, look at we have such a great coach, and that team is the culture on the team seems to be incredible. So yeah, they created something that is hard to pull off.
Yeah, let's slow down a little bit, Joel. Let's enjoy this one first before we think about the future. But you can hear it in his voice. He loves this team, and he was really feeling the emotions. There are always going to be celebrity fans, but when you see how much they really do care, it's great to see someone like Joel McHale get to celebrate another one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that they won a little over 10 years ago at this point now. I mean, so that's a good amount of time to wait, right? And I think seeing the amount of passion that this guy has for his football team reminds me a little bit of myself when the Eagles won last year. I definitely let some tears out as well. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm happy for him and happy for Seattle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's something any diehard sports fan should get to experience in their life. And to be at the Super Bowl, like to actually to see your team win it, I just can't even imagine what that's like. I can't relate from my personal experiences.
One thing, though, Joel McHale, book a later flight next time. Have some belief in your team so you can party throughout the whole night and not have to rush out of there. Come on, dude.
Yeah, he was going to the airport?
I think that's what he was saying, is that he had an early flight.
Yeah.
I think that would be I think that's probably the two, the best feeling in the world, probably be seeing your team win a Super Bowl in person, but also the worst feeling in the world would be seeing your team lose a Super Bowl in person.
When I was seeing, and they kept showing one of those shots from the top of the stadium yesterday, I just kept thinking, I'm like, I would so much rather be home and watching at home on the couch and eating, right? Mm-hmm. Than sitting there and you can't see anything. I would much rather.
Yeah, I think it's definitely. I mean, NFL is one of those things where it's the product is just it is so much better on TV than it is and most other sports. I feel like
you need the replay too.
Yeah, most sports you can kind of get you can get away with the what's going on over there? You can get away with the TV version, but the NFL is definitely a lot better on TV.
I totally agree. Totally agree. That said, maybe next year, maybe we'll go. Take a field trip there.
Field trip to the Super Bowl?
Field trip to SoFi.
Yeah, that wouldn't be. Oh yeah, that's right. That's not a far field trip
at all. We don't have to go that far.
Well, Radio Row becomes an achievable place to be then.
Yeah. No, I mean, we could do Radio Row if we wanted to. It's just not. It's not our style.
Yeah. I think here, at least in LA and stuff, you can kind of have you can figure out a little bit more, some more creative stuff that we can get out.
Yeah,
of
we'll have
too.
some fun. We'll have some fun.
Plus everyone in chat. Katie, are you leaving?
Where you going, Katie?
Katie, no. Ow. Yeah, football on TV is a must, J-Hold. I completely agree.
100%.
I remember when the Cardinals were in St. Louis.
Basketball is the best sport to watch in person.
In person? Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Football, baseball is tough too. You can't tell where the pitches are going.
Everything
you can't tell what's
like
a ball strike.
A home run.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Everything
No, actually,
like
hockey. I love watching hockey in person.
Hockey?
I think hockey is like. Well, actually, I don't know if it's. I think it's just because I think it's better in person because the atmosphere is more fun.
Yeah.
I don't like watching hockey on TV really unless it's like playoffs. But I think I like watching it significantly more in person than I do on TV.
I haven't been to a hockey game in a while, so I
went to one pretty recently, like Kraken versus the Kings or something. It's a fun time. I think they're fun games. Especially if you're like close, like if you're like first row and stuff, you kind of get to enjoy the atmosphere a lot more. And it's like a lot more
I gotta go with
intense.
Luka to these games.
I'm telling you, I get rowdy. I get after it. I mean, guys, but there's no atmosphere like Waste Management. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, good time.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was got to see some really cool golf, some really good golf, and then just people were. That you go there more for the people than you do for anything else. And people were just insane as always, which was great. Highly recommend it if you guys can ever go. But I mean, they after a few years back, they made it more expensive, like everything there to go, just because it's.
Did they?
Trying to price some people out a little bit.
It's a big deal, right? It's a little rowdy.
It got to a point where it was a little too rowdy. Now even people are kind of saying that it's like during the play, it was like a four-man playoff, I think, to win the tournament, and people were like yelling in their backswings and stuff like on the tee box, which is like obviously bad etiquette. But
I saw some of that.
And they're gonna make this event less. I think people got a little too comfortable with how
too crazy.
Because I mean, it's one of those where it's like now, at least where we were at, it's like if anybody hits a good shot, like the minute after they hit the shot, you hear everybody cheering and stuff. So it's a little bit more like rowdy, and then people are talking shit to the golfers and stuff. But in the swing and stuff, you want to have a good product too, and it kind of ruins it a little bit.
Yeah, that's not cool to do that.
If you're doing stuff like that.
I saw some of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna after this, if you guys on social media, I'm gonna work on a video about this. Yeah, you guys know who Jack Doherty is? Are you familiar with who that is?
Yep.
Banned from PGA events now because of doing stuff like that. So
saw that. The reason, Brandon, it's like we don't really do red carpets and those kind of things like the microphone and I guess Radio Row is not. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Could be our style.
I think there's a way to do it that isn't in line with what you don't want to be like everybody else, right? And I think there's ways to do it that are fun, especially now with like with social media and stuff. You can kind of make more fun stuff that's not as traditional of like, all right, let's sit up at a desk and ask questions like that way, right? So
yeah.
But we have a year to think about it now, so
I know, yeah.
a lot of ways that we could go with it.
That's the one bummer. I'm so bummed that football season's over.
No, we were just saying it's like it's that witching hour in between now of now in September, or I guess honestly now until I love like the week leading up to the draft.
Yeah,
because I always like if you have a good team with good owners and general managers and stuff and scouts, it's fun because you kind of like. Odds are you're probably going to get some good players, which builds a little buzz for you into the next year. But
there's no off season anymore. There
really isn't
the truth.
Because I mean now there's an extra preseason game, so you're getting started a little earlier on that.
Yeah.
Draft. There's definitely a lot of stuff in between.
LJ's happy it's NBA time.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I am too. I think.
How many games away from the playoffs are we? Let's see. It's like
gotta be a
40, 50 something. We got about 30 games or so left.
Wow. Yeah, I get that's a long season.
Not that we haven't even an All-Star. We haven't played the All-Star game yet. Speaking of, only a few days away.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what happened when that like switch. Maybe you could attest like when that switch happened where. I remember like the NBA All-Star game used to be like fun. It was like a fun thing to watch. Like the Pro Bowl used to be like a fun like thing to watch. Now it's like the Pro Bowl can't even get a Sunday slot. It's on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know, and like the All-Star game, the All-Star game still maintains its like, you know, break in the schedule and everything.
Yeah.
But
I always like the slam dunk contest and the 3-point contest more than the actual game.
I've always been a
right?
3-point contest guy. Damian Lillard is shooting in that on
Is
like
Damian Lillard in
I think
that?
on like a what's his injury? His Achilles is busted or?
I think you need to have the best players. I mean, it's a shame to me, and I'll be interested in Chad and Lucas's thought on this, but LeBron never doing the dunk contest.
It's upsetting. We're missing out on something that could have been real monumental.
Right.
And this is not just me being a LeBron lover.
No.
I think that was a huge, like, do it in like your first, second, third, fourth season.
Right.
I mean, the things that he would have come up with, the star power alone,
Yes.
the guy can jump out of the gym. Like,
Right.
it really irked me that
No,
he never did.
like Mac McClung, like amazing dunks, but like he's Mac McClung, you know, like that's what was so great when it was LeBron, when it was Michael Jordan against Dominique Wilkins, and you know,
Even like when
those
you had
were
Dwight Howard going out there and stuff, and like when he was
I
at
mean,
the
at
top.
least he's a star. At least he was a star, and even with Blake Griffin, and with Vince Carter it was great. I just think you get to the point where there's nothing you can do that we haven't seen anymore. So you just kind of rely on, you need that star power there, and they just don't have it right now.
It was revived a bit with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
And Mac not being a big name, he still showed out. But
I mean, some of the best dunks we've seen. I will give him that.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. I think it would have been interesting. I saw something on Reddit about this. Don't ask why I was on NBA All-Star Reddit, but there was somebody made a call that I actually thought was like, I mean, it would have been cool to see. Speaking on your LeBron point, it would have been kind of cool since LeBron wasn't an All-Star starter this year.
Yeah.
If he was just like screw the All-Star game and just like put together like, I mean, he can still throw down the ball and do some crazy stuff. It would have been kind of cool to see him do it this year.
Do you think he could still? You think
I mean, I don't think it would be. I don't think he'd win, but like you could go out there and at least see him like throw down some crazy dunks, and you're like, damn, LeBron's in the dunk contest.
Right.
Like,
you could just
about a guy who wants the attention on him every second. Why don't you want to be in this type of event where literally every headline about the All-Star weekend would be LeBron is doing the dunk contest, doing this, doing that. And he could throw like a windmill, and that would be the most viral clip of whatever that turn, like, you know. So I just think that would have been whoever said that on Reddit.
Bronny. We'll get it after all.
Yeah, father versus son.
That would be cool.
They should, honestly, the NBA should do something like that, right? Like, doesn't have to be a dunk contest, but
I mean, it's even like I think like with stuff like that, it's like you can have those events ultimately don't mean anything. So it's like if you want to do random stuff like like father versus son dunk contest, like when I don't know, next year if Keon Anthony's in the league with, you know, or I mean, I guess this would have been before, but if you have dad-son combos that want to do it, like bring in a guy whose son's in college and bring him into the All-Star, you know, like why not? Bronny and LeBron, two NBA play, right? Like you could do that. I mean, they tried that with a 3-point contest where they had, you know, WNBA versus NBA kind of thing. Like make it interesting. It doesn't mean anything. Have fun with it. It'll get more people to watch.
It's hard to keep track of like the format of the All-Star game too. They just keep changing it every year. Like this year it's going to be like a best of 3. So there's two American teams and I guess a world team, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember if it was world versus. I think, I mean, ultimately you should just go back to having it East versus West, just the best players in those conferences, and just have a game like that. Because now it's kind of doing too much. Like, like I didn't even know that was the format of this game. Like,
the game's irrelevant. I honestly could not care less about this.
East, West, pay the players $1 million if they win.
There you go. That's what they need.
Get it sponsored out the wazoo. Every inch of the jerseys are
make it look like
in patches. If that's what it takes. If the NBA doesn't want to spend their own money, someone else will spend.
I mean, geez, it wouldn't even
think of the potential
50 mil.
Athleticism that could be put on display if these guys actually gave 80%.
I think that's a good idea, Luke.
Everyone would talk about it. It would be nonstop. Like social media would go nuts. It would be.
Have people suggested that? Has anyone suggested that? I brought that up or asked the NBA. I mean, it costs you only $15 million, and I think they might play for $1 million. It's $1 million.
It's like the format for NBA Cup. You know,
gives the guys.
I'd rather them scrap the NBA Cup and whatever the hell that cost them. because who cares? Like nobody.
You guys are NBA Cup. The Knicks are NBA Cup champions.
Exactly.
Hang the banner.
Cares. That's
the banner.
That's nothing. It's nothing. Nobody cares about that. Give that money to the players if you want to save All-Star Weekend. I think that's what they should do.
Jay Holt, I'm glad that you're having that you like your first TMZ Sports live stream. Come chill with us more often. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It's definitely. NBA Cup. I mean, as an NBA Cup champion, hearing you say that you don't care about it, it's
I
hard.
could not care less about that, honestly.
Did the Lakers? They rose a banner for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
For their.
Did they? I don't remember.
Lakers and the Bucks, both the first two did.
Oh wow.
I'm glad the Knicks did not.
Knicks stayed away.
All right, ready to talk about some drama in Chapel Hill with Chapel Bill's girlfriend?
Shout out to Annette. Thank you for the support. We love you.
So just
yes,
one
Steve, I am.
photo of Jordan and Bill at the Duke, North Carolina game with a very interesting
This was
wardrobe choice. Like
This
3:15,
was-
3:30-ish with a goodbye.
Got
if
it.
you're light, we'll just do a goodbye separate. So you don't have to
Okay, I
feel
think
like
we should be able to.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's
Whether
just one photo, but
Jordan's like
and then we do
staring
have the
daggers at her.
previous ones where she's obviously worn wardrobe choice to troll the Falcons.
Got it. What was that again? The school. What was the shirt? It was just a Super Bowl
It's
shirt.
just a Super Bowl shirt. Yeah.
Orchids of Asia.
Orchids of Asia. Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do it, Steve. 3:15.
3:15, 3:30 is okay with a goodbye. All right, starting on the wide shot.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Jordan Hudson, Bill Belichick's girlfriend, took a shot at her boyfriend's former employer and her former boss in Robert Kraft. So this was crazy, and I am sure if you were on social media, you could not have missed this weekend. Saturday, Jordan Hudson and Bill go to a UNC basketball game, and she had a shirt on. It was the shirt of a spa. So you say, okay, where's the troll job? Well, that shirt is from the Orchids of Asia Day Spa in Florida. That's the massage parlor that Robert Kraft was busted for attending, and there were some things going on in there allegedly that were a little bit more than just your run-of-the-mill massage. So I assume that she cleared wearing that shirt with Bill. I assume he said, okay, cool, let's go to the game. But boy, that really shocked me. I did not think that that's a shot, that's a place that they would go with Robert Kraft.
The thing that is most shocking about this is not the shirt. We know Jordan Hudson loves attention. This is a weekend where, look, Bill's not in the Hall of Fame. He's not in the Super Bowl city or anything like that. So let's send a reminder that Bill Belichick and his girlfriend exist. The biggest shock about this is that Bill allowed this to happen. The fact that we all know the drama with the Patriots and Bill and Kraft, bad breakup, everything with Tom Brady. But the fact that he is standing there right next to her and is allowing her to wear that, I am absolutely shocked because, yes, behind closed doors, he might have his feelings toward Robert Kraft. But to allow her to go out in public like that, that is just, wow. I was floored.
I agree. And what are they just going to destroy each other? I mean, and then does Kraft respond? Does he try and take Bill down? I don't get the end game here for either of these guys.
I mean, it seemed very obviously this was on Saturday right before the Super Bowl happened. Patriots playing in the Super Bowl. But it does seem very out of left field because I feel like, you can have that bad breakup, but I feel like there hasn't been much said elsewhere from that, right? That
not really. They haven't talked about each other.
Yeah. And it seems like kind of just like a little bit of a, stirring the pot moment for not a whole lot, right? So I was just very confused by it. But I mean, Jordan Hudson's never been shy of making a statement, I guess you could say, with the type of clothes she wants to wear, whether that's shots at, maybe a Taylor Swift, maybe another person, or Robert Kraft, apparently.
Right.
So.
She wore, you may remember, I think it was last Super Bowl, she wore the Atlanta Falcons shirt after the Falcons chose not to hire Bill Belichick as their head coach. Obviously, we know that Bill still led that Patriots team back, the enormous comeback against the Falcons. So, yeah, she likes to speak, I think, with her wardrobe and take shots at people. I thought the Falcons one was funny, and that one was fair. I think, and look, I'm not somebody, I like to have fun, and I'm not for burying things and all that. But, yeah, I think that, in my mind at least, probably went a little bit too far. But she said it, and yeah, there's no taking it back now. So we'll see if Robert Kraft or anyone associated with him responds. Guys, the football season's over. It's over.
Sad.
We'll still have some coverage this week. Again, we'll have a parade here for the Seattle Seahawks, and a lot of really fun, sometimes crazy things happen at those events. So we've got a little bit of football left to talk about here still, but. Yeah, season in the books, Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions. Congrats to them. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. We were good there, Steve, for the goodbye, right?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, good.
Still weird to think of Bill Belichick as a boyfriend, too.
Right, I know.
73 years old.
I have to say partner. He's just too darn old to be a boyfriend. I just don't know why. I don't know why he let her do that.
Do you think he asked her, do you want to go steady?
He gave her like a promise ring or something.
There's one of you out there who is younger than her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Luke is younger than her? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I am younger. Sure.
By the way, I know the age difference irks Steve. I do not care less. Like, if she likes this, if she likes him for whatever reason, and he likes her, I understand that a lot more than from her side. Then God bless. But I don't, like, you all won 6 Super Bowls together. Why are you doing this? Why bring up something that's a really bad moment in Robert Kraft's life when, and I'm not making excuses for him, but the guy's wife died and all this. Like, what? I don't know.
It's called taking the high road, and Jordan Hudson apparently does not know how to do that.
No.
To see Bill Belichick entertain this kind of, these antics is the most shocking part about it. And this, we're talking about an insane age gap that has nothing to do with it to me. It's the fact that he would date anyone that would allow this to happen.
Yeah, I mean, she certainly must have asked him, right? Like,
this is Bill Belichick, the Patriot way, the no nonsense. Don't say anything,
don't be a
anything outside of this locker room. And here he is. By the way, I could see this if UNC won a few games.
Right, they're not even good.
You know, things aren't great for Bill Belichick right now. So yes, you did win 6 Super Bowls for that franchise, for Robert Kraft and everything, and you can never take away the amount of success that he had in the NFL. But I mean, everyone's going like, this is what people are talking about.
It's probably hard to come. I mean, how do they even come back from this? I mean, some things you just, like, you can't return from, right? Like, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube there. I mean, she wore a shirt with the damn massage parlor.
And we were all saying, like, the last couple of weeks that the narrative completely shifted, that everybody was supporting Bill Belichick.
Right.
His resume.
Right. He had a lot of goodwill going for him.
There's another black eye.
Yeah.
Can you knock out teases here real quick?
Yeah. Yeah. He did. He had a lot of. Yes. He had a lot of goodwill, and I don't know. I didn't think that was. I can't say I didn't chuckle when I saw it, but. After that, it's kind of like, eh. Okay, Steve, I'm good. Bad Bunny?
Yeah, Bad Bunny first.
Okay. Hang on one sec, Steve. So I'll say it was one of the most viewed halftime shows ever, because those numbers are not real. They're not accurate, apparently. Right? It was one of the most viewed halftime shows ever. What was the reaction from those in the stadium, though, on Sunday? Jessica Alba and Quavo weighing in when TMZ Sports rolls on right after this. It'll certainly be one of the most. Joel McHale. He's one of the biggest celebrity Seahawks fans around. How is Joel McHale feeling after his squad wins their 2nd Lombardi trophy? And emotional Joel McHale is coming your way next on TMZ Sports. It's the most quiet I've ever heard, like low-key I've ever seen him. Okay. Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend at it again. An ultimate troll job aimed at Patriots owner Robert Kraft when TMZ Sports comes back right after this.
The talk obviously has been about, Bill and Robert not getting into the Hall of Fame this year. But what if they both get in next year? How awkward is that?
Yeah.
Like all this pettiness, it's just.
Yeah, what do they do?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun story.
Hey, buddy.
Exactly.
You know Jordan.
Right, Robert's gonna introduce her to Robert Kraft.
That would be, oh my God, that picture would sell.
Right. I wonder if, you know what, Lucas, we should. I don't know if there's a bunch of people that sell those shirts, but I looked online and I saw at least one person selling those shirts. I wonder if those things are like
skyrocketing right now.
Yeah, if a lot of people are trying to order them, I could. Is it a custom printed shirt? I don't think it is. I know. I think they actually sell
10
it.
minutes here left on the street.
Okay, thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
What's it called? Orchids of Asia, right?
Orchids of Asia.
Let's see.
Katie, we'll see you later. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, Katie.
I don't think that's official.
Don the Watcher, TMZ
Oh,
Sports.
there's like a bunch of people who make it.
Orchids now has a case to go after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
TMZ Sports merch went. Don, yeah, guys, let us know if you want us to figure out a way to produce and sell Babcock bobbleheads.
Yeah. Right.
Everybody get your Babcock bobbles.
That'll sell like crazy.
Oh, those will sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, that's one.
He'd get more flack for his 24-year-old girlfriend if he was more in the public eye, LJ. I mean, he's pretty in the public eye. And I think he definitely gets his fair amount of shit talk for it.
Was that at the Duke UNC game? Is that where it was?
Right.
That's
like
quite a big
picked
stage.
low-profile game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only like the biggest rivalry in college basketball, but no big
Nice
deal.
low-profile game to do that at.
And he, that's so funny. I would get some sports merch, Joe Holt, or Jay Holt. I don't know. Is your name Joe? Because that'd be kind of cool if I got that right. Jay Holt. I mean, hey, we got hats and stuff.
We've got some hats.
We talked about this last week a little bit, but we got to figure out maybe something on Fridays or maybe once a week or every couple of weeks or something. We do a little giveaway for one of the hats.
Yeah.
I don't know what that can be. We'll workshop it.
I think I've got like, maybe I got 15 hats.
15 hats.
Oh
okay.
man. I just would be worried. I think that would be a great prize to give away, but I mean, how do we vet? You know what I mean? What if we like set Lucas up with a serial killer or something?
None of you are serial killers, right?
Well, hopefully not.
Let's hope somebody doesn't say yes here.
We all have a past.
We all have.
Steve, they did the fade pretty good here. The hair?
They did.
It looks like
Like a flocking or something.
Bye, sweet and low. We'll see you later.
it's like it's not fuzzy, but it just looks like they kind of like it's like dot of like like a whitish color. But it looks like the fade.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. A suit on, I'm looking pretty nice.
I'm gonna schnazza.
Tell you what, it has been a long time since we have had a rock halftime show. A rock halftime show.
What's a rock?
Rock and roll.
Oh, rock. What did you say?
Chili peppers, LA.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That would be a good
Chat,
one.
I don't know if you guys can hear it. That is, Scott said that we should do Red Hot Chili Peppers in LA next year, as obviously the game comes to SoFi. I would love that. I would be completely down for that. They've got plenty of hits, like to do 13 minutes, obviously. I think that's a good one. What was the last rock act that we had? Let's see. Super Bowl performer by year. Let's see.
Last rock one.
Let's see.
Yeah, guys, do you want us to make like fat heads like this, except it's Babcock's hair for you guys to buy?
Gosh.
Those be?
Nobody wants that, but we could do a group shot or TMZ Sports logo. I think not even my own mother wants that.
TMZ Sports, who is our favorite NFL teams. I'm an Eagles fan.
Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
The official sports team of TMZ Sports is the Giants. I like that.
That honestly is true, though. That's like that's the majority.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because Shannon and Danny are Giants fans. Danny's a big Giants fan.
Yeah, it's a tie for last. and with everyone else, we all got one, and then you guys,
We all
got,
go
you guys
right,
are
so we
second.
won.
You guys got two.
Brown second, and then Eagles are third. Okay, so Kendrick was last year, obviously. Usher the year before. Rihanna, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Mary J, and then Kendrick Lamar again. The Weeknd, Shakira and J-Lo. Maroon 5.
They're not rock.
Doesn't count?
They're
What is
like
that?
pop.
Okay, so Maroon 5, we're not counting them as rock, too poppy. Justin Timberlake, they bring him back. Of course, no Janet Jackson. A lot of people were mad about that, if I remember. Lady Gaga, of course, we saw Lady Gaga last night.
Dang, so we're back a while.
We are. So now, okay, Coldplay, does that count?
Yeah.
Borderline?
Yeah.
Kinda-ish. More rock than Maroon 5.
So that
I
was
think, right?
that was last time in Santa
That
Clara.
was 2016. Is that right? Yeah, that is. That was. Look, that was at Levi Stadium too. And we had Katy Perry the year before, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Madonna, the Black Eyed Peas. I like the Black Eyed Peas.
That'd be good.
Here is a rock band, no debate. The Who.
Okay, yeah.
So 2010. Too poppy.
Foo Fighters, I like that. You got Mr. Wolfhouse and Darren. I would like to see the
Foo Fighters. Okay.
That'd be a good one.
You know, we had a couple years. So we had the year before The Who was Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Then you had Tom Petty the year prior. Oh, and then Prince. I would not. Tom Petty's a legend, but that's tough to follow up Prince.
Yeah. Yeah, that would kind of suck because
Right?
it's like nobody's gonna say that you were better than Prince.
Right. Well, the year before Prince, the Rolling Stones.
Oh,
year
the
before the
Stones.
Paul McCartney.
Wow. Wait, how far back are we now?
They were a real. They for years in a row. We're only at 2005.
Well, I guess but I mean, I guess you got to look at the zeitgeist of music, right? That was like, I feel like during those years was like the peak, like was when it was.
But
that was
not
every
really for
big
like
band.
Paul McCartney. You know, I know you were like a literal baby at that time, but
I was literally
that's
too.
not the height of Paul McCartney.
Well, I'm saying I was more so talking about the other ones, but
Who was the year before Paul McCartney?
You want to take a guess?
That's Janet Jackson.
It's good.
That's why.
Oh,
Because they did a string of people
they
that
needed
knew
somebody
they
like-
would not have a single wardrobe malfunction. So they went with
They're like-
old white guys.
They're like,
is that
there's like certainly no chance that Paul McCartney's taking his nipple out at.
Well, you
what
never
if
know.
he did? Imagine he's like.
That's pretty funny.
Wow, I didn't know Kid Rock was there. Did you know that?
Kid Rock performed at
the Janet Jackson one? Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, Justin Timberlake, and Jessica Simpson? Shania Twain and No Doubt the year before, U2, Aerosmith, and NSYNC. Oh my God, in 2000 you had everybody.
Don the Watcher, Nipplegate. Yep, there you go.
You know, like the first few Super Bowls, they had like marching bands.
Did they?
Yeah.
Let's go back. Let me really
One
go
year
back.
They had like Disney characters and stuff.
You're so right, Lucas. Here, Super Bowl I. The University of Arizona Symphonic Marching Band.
That is a huge get. I don't know how they were able to get them. That's crazy.
Yeah, especially during that time, they were really peaking around
This might
Super
be-
Bowl I.
So Grambling State's marching band, they did Super Bowl I. You know who did Super Bowl II? Grambling State Marching Band. They put only back-to-back performers of all time.
Wow. Shout out Grambling State.
Yeah.
Super Bowl I and II?
Super Bowl I and II.
Wow. Grambling State. They got it. What are the odds that you go when you go to Grambling State? There's something. They definitely have to have something about that there.
Yeah.
Right?
This was how many years ago? This is 30. This is like 60 years ago now. It's 1967.
J-Hole, that's a good point. That there was a lot more groups at that, like earlier on. I feel like there's not as many. I feel like there's a lot of solo acts nowadays. It's not as not as group-centric.
Yeah. It was all bands. Let me see when they. Maybe Super Bowl X is the first time, but they switched back to bands then too. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that's what they used to do. It's funny how it's become a holiday. It's become a holiday. It's become the Super Bowl.
Well, that's like the thing is that because I was talking with some of my friends. We had like a little Super Bowl thing at my house yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was like it really is the only football weekend where the majority of people that like football don't care about either team playing.
Yep.
Just because it's like ultimately, there can only be one AFC, one NFC team. And it was like, I mean, for a lot of people, like they probably had the exact same thoughts as I had on this Super Bowl last year when it was a blowout with the Eagles, right? That game was awesome for me. I loved watching it.
Yeah.
But it was like it was not a good game. Like it wasn't necessarily like a competitive game. Like this game was the exact same way as that. But at this time, obviously, I'm not a Seahawks fan or a Patriots fan, so I didn't care about it at all. So it's just like I think it is more of like you look forward to grilling wings, making a brisket, and
it's just the whole thing of it,
something with your friends, right? It's never like it's a holiday.
It's almost not even a football game. Like I almost don't even look at it like to me the football season almost like ends with the NFC and AFC championship game. It's just like a spectacle.
Yeah, it is. It's an event, and I think it's like the moment the NFL season ends for me is the second my team's either eliminated from the playoffs or like this when the regular season ends because it's.
Did you guys have good food yesterday?
Yeah, we ate some good food. You guys whop it up?
Good food, yeah.
Whop, adobo.
Really?
It was really good. Buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, homemade?
Cheesecake Factory.
What'd you have, Cheesecake Factory?
For Jim's birthday. Happy birthday, Jim.
Today?
In 2 days.
Happy birthday, Jim, in 2 days.